Welcome back to Outdoor Adventure Training. My name is Mikey Bell, and although we are deep into the dog days of summer, we're bringing to you our first follow-along ski workout of the season with our summer ski workout routine. It's late August, it's hot, it's been smoky, and we're getting desperate for the seasons to start shifting and transitioning into winter. If training for ski season has not been on your mind yet, no worries. Our Powder Prep program opens September 30th. This incredible program is designed for skiers to start building robust strength and endurance so you could tear it up all winter long on the slopes. We do have a limited number of spots available this season, so head over to outdooradventuretraining.com so you can pre-register and make sure you have a spot when our programs kick off. We are diving right into ski training this year with a moderately difficult workout. We're gonna be building balance and stability, plyometrics, and your ability to react to the surrounding environment. And of course, no ski workout would be complete without developing some muscular and cardiovascular endurance. You are going to need a few pieces of equipment for this workout. First, make sure you have plenty of room. We're gonna be hopping around. Make sure you have good supportive shoes on. You are going to need a box or a bench. Of course, we're gonna have some step-ups in there, some external resistance, perhaps in the form of dumbbells, or maybe even a kettlebell. And although it's not required, we will be utilizing the Bozu ball in this workout. If you don't have one, no worries. We'll show you ways to modify. So for this workout, we'll open up the Outdoor Adventure Training app, which will guide us through every exercise and every well-deserved rest. This is about a 35-minute routine. It's 80 degrees in the garage gym today. I am gonna be sweating a lot, I have a feeling. Make sure you have a water bottle handy. And just like with every outdoor adventure training workout, we are starting with a dynamic warm-up on the ground with some 90-90 hip rotations. So 90 degrees with one leg, 90 degrees with the other. I'm just rotating my hips side to side. Great way to warm up the external and internal rotators of the hips. Nice and easy, just getting the joints ready for some action in this fairly difficult routine.
Squat hip rotation.
Squat hip rotations, getting into a deep squat. Do your best to sit here. And I'm working on moving one hip through its range of motion. So internal rotation, deep external rotation, alternating to the other side. Again, just warming up the hip joint, the knee joint, the ankle joint, even through the lumbar spine. All the zones that are gonna be getting some love today. We're popping up into leg swings next.
Leg swings.
So I'm just striding forward, swinging the leg forward and back. You could do multiple reps on one side, especially if you're working in a small space like I am today. So we're getting a good hamstring stretch on the way up, hip flexors on the way back. A few more. Should feel good. A little balance involved already. A few more on the other side. Some core engagement.
Walking lunge and reach.
Transitioning to a walking lunge and reach. Striding into a deep lunge position. The arm on the side where my leg is back, I'm reaching up and over. Really good stretch through the hip flexors, the quads. Whew, looking forward to this workout today. It's been a long and hot summer, and we've been getting after it. But we're looking down the road. Even the hottest and smokiest of summers give way to cold and wet winters. Fingers crossed.
High knee hugs.
High knee hugs. I love this stretch. You get deep into the hip flexors and the hamstrings and balance. Just grabbing the front of the shin. Maybe do a couple ankle circles. Just a brief hug and tug. Really good way to get those hips warmed up. Hip flexors are gonna get some work today. Of course, the quads, hamstrings, calves, and your lungs, and your heart. And hopefully those are all the same things that are working when you're skiing too. Nice work. Getting into side shuffles next. Staying low, pushing side to side. We're doing a lot of lateral motion today, which is so critical for ski training. This is a great way to get the heart rate going too, staying low. Really try not to rock when I get to the end. I'm driving, staying low the other way. There will be some ice skaters in today's workout, which if you don't know what those are, you'll never forget after today. Shake it out. 40 seconds of the inchworm. Hands on the ground. Walking the hands out to a plank. You can do a push-up if you want. Downward dog. And then small steps on the feet. Keeping the knees mostly straight before you walk it back out. I like throwing push-ups in here. No real upper body work today, but I try to do a few push-ups every day. Get one more. Letting it hang, walk it out. Nice work. Okay, short little break. Kind of a breakdown of how this workout is gonna work. Kind of a extended warm-up, loading and plyometric extended warm-up is what I like to call it. So we're gonna do some hopping, we're gonna do some loading, more hopping, more loading. Then we have 2 different circuits. We're gonna work through the first one 3 times, second one 2 times. You don't need to know any of this. Just follow along. You're gonna be all right. Here we go, stability squat jumps. Set the stage for the rest of the season with this one. I'm just loading, popping, soft landing. Really try to absorb. Really try to be quiet on those feet. I'm using my hips, my glutes and hamstrings to pop. Not so worried about how high we're jumping, really focusing on those soft landings, staying nice and loaded. Pay attention to what your knees are doing. Don't let them buckle in on the takeoff or on the landing. Really trying to keep them in line with the second and third toe. That's gonna be a theme today. Load and pop. Even if you don't plan on hucking any jumps this season. Plyometrics and jumping. Some of the best exercises to train for skiing. One more. Short rest, and then we have a weighted isometric load. If you're new to any isometric loading, you do not need weight, and even at that, you don't need heavy weight. I'm gonna use a 30-pound power block dumbbell. So all I'm doing, balancing on one leg, bending the ankle, knee, and hip. I'm really trying to load that leg. I'm building a neuromuscular connection by contracting all of these muscles. You should feel this in the quads, hamstrings, glutes, calves. Breathing, staying low. There's that first bead of sweat down the forehead. Doesn't take long when it's 80 degrees. Staying low. Nice work. Short little rest. Shake it out. This is one of those situations where my warm-up is your workout. That's what you can tell to your friends. Once you crush today's routine. Okay, I'm on the left leg now. I know I did it backwards. Hopefully she doesn't yell at me too much. Ankle bent, knee bent, hip bent, core engaged, chest up, stay low. Balance and contraction. We're looking for that activation. Stay low, stay low. Nice work. You can put that weight down for now. And if you didn't use the weight, no worries. Okay, this next one. 2 legs, just hopping side to side. I'm gonna use an imaginary line here. I'm gonna stay on the mats, and I'm just working, staying light on my feet, side to side. Building some of that ability to react. We're trying to load and pop nearly simultaneously, moving in that frontal plane, side to side. If this is too much for you, you can take it slow. We're going for accuracy, precision, and quickness. And I would say in that order is a level of importance. Do what feels best for you. Nice work. short rest. And we got a wall sit, nice and easy. Believe it's a 60-second sit. Getting those quads firing before we even get started. Find your wall.
Wall sit.
Get low. Again, we're looking for activation. I'm not just trying to survive here. You might be doing that too. But I'm really trying to squeeze quads, hamstrings, glutes, pushing into the wall through the whole foot. Haven't done a wall sit. It's been a few months. Maybe since before the last time I went skiing. Way back in May. Staying low, hanging in there. Remember why you're here. To make those awesome turns this winter. Staying low, staying low. I'll hang in there, almost done. Nice work. Coming out of that. Okay, I am thoroughly sweating. We got 3 exercises. A weighted skier squat, which is just a really low side to side squat. Then we're doing Bozu ice skaters, which if you don't have a Bozu ball, we'll show you the variation for that. And then we're ending with a Bulgarian split squat, which will challenge your balance and your muscular endurance. I'm gonna use a 20-pound medicine ball for the first set of weighted skier squats. You do not have to use weight for this one right off the bat, but essentially I'm getting a pretty wide stance and I'm getting low to one side, pushing over to the other. Really, again, the key here is to stay low. When I get to that end range of motion, I'm trying to push that knee out to get some glute activation. I don't want to see you doing these with your knees in. I'm really trying to emphasize that external rotation. Well, of course, we want to strengthen our quads for skiing. Really, that glute engagement is what can contribute greatly to reduction in injury rates. Staying low. You're gonna hear me say that a time or two today. Feeling that burning. You might even feel a good stretch in the adductors. Nice work. We could set that down. Grab your Bozu ball. We got ice skaters, Bozu ice skaters. If you don't have a Bozu ball, you're gonna do standard ice skaters, which we'll demo first. Essentially, you're staying low, driving side to side. I'm trying to absorb and land, and then power out to the side. If you don't have a Bozu, you're doing 2 40-second sets. If you do have a Bozu, follow me, here we go. I'm standing away from the Bozu, I'm driving on, trying to balance and stabilize before driving off. I'm gonna make a quick move here just to give myself some space. Here we go, loading, absorbing, driving. So it's a really good combination of plyometrics, muscular endurance. This should get your heart rate up as well, staying low. Nice work, a very short rest. Switching to the other side. So this is a unilateral exercise. Technically we're working both sides, but one at a time. Loading, popping, absorbing. Haven't done these in a little bit. Might take some time to get the rhythm down. Emphasizing stability, especially early in the season like this. No need to get sloppy. This right leg is a little harder for me. Had some pretty intense plantar fasciitis this summer. That is still healing. Nice work. Not my best set, I promise. I'll do better in the next round. Get your box. You do not need to use weight. If you've never done Bulgarian split squats, I'd actually encourage you to not use weight for your first round. And then we can increase the weight on the next round. We got 3 rounds of these. I'm actually gonna start with no weight. Left leg, gonna keep that back foot on top of the edge of the box, and I'm dropping this back knee down. Kind of like a couch stretch, but we're not hanging out here. I'm driving through that front leg, up to center, sinking it down. Piston-like motion, loading, coming out. Should be a lot of glute, hamstring, quad activation, as well as balance. We might do a Bozu Bulgarian before this workout is done. Nice, short rest. I am officially sweating profusely. Hopefully you are too. Here we go, right leg. Sometimes I like to get to the bottom range of motion to start, just to make sure I'm happy with my alignment. What I don't want to see is you're too far back and you're really pushing off the toes. We're gonna get there later in this workout with some other split squat variations. For here though, I'm trying to stay back, just like I would in a squat, driving through the front heel, glute engagement.
10 seconds left.
Nice work. Short little break, getting some water. Strong work, team. 40-second rest before we repeat that whole deal. I'm gonna get myself set up. I'm gonna get the box out of the way for now. We'll need the Bozu in a little bit, but I'm gonna start off with those weighted skier squats again. This is a fun challenge if you have a medicine ball.
Weighted
Practice
skier
standing on it
squats.
in a safe, controlled environment, of course. It's a good party trick. I don't go to parties though. Here we go, holding the weight, staying low. Skier squats, team. This is where the magic happens in August. There's a reason why our powder prep program starts at the end of September, because it takes time for your body to be ready for any activity. Just like with trail running. You're not gonna start running 2 weeks before your race. Same with skiing. That is, if you wanna maximize your time and reduce your risk of injury, staying low. Hang in there. Getting really low for these last few. Nice work. Get that out of the way. And I mean, stay out of the way. Okay. I gotta get this. Just so I have room, because what happens is that other leg wants to swing behind, and that's really what should happen in the ice skater. So you do need quite a bit of room for this one. Load. I said I'd do better this round, let's see. And I'm really just peeking out of the corner of my eye. And again, if you don't have a Bozu ball, you're on regular ice skaters. Woo! Starting to feel the burn. Switching legs. Quick turnaround here.
Bozu ice skaters.
It's okay if you're not perfect. That's what I'm gonna keep telling myself. If you got this at home, I'm stoked for you. This is a tough one as I'm integrating back into plyometrics. A lot of core engagement for this one. Resisting that lean. Woo! Sloppy finish. Okay, here we go. Bulgarians, I'm gonna add a little resistance in the form of a dumbbell on this one.
Squat.
I'm gonna keep it fairly light, really working on range of motion, depth that is, and of course activation.
Bulgarian split squat.
Left leg first. I like to hold the weight in the side of the leg I'm working. Get deep. That knee doesn't need to touch the ground, but I want you freaking close. And if you do touch it, it's just a tap and back up. Last one. Whew. 10-second turnaround. Holy smokes. Waterworks in here. I love it. A lot of people don't like working out in the heat.
Bulgarian split squat.
I love the feeling. Not as much as I love working out in the cold though. Working those reps. Last one. Nice work. Okay, rest. This will be our final round of this exercise. Sometimes these multiple circuits, let me keep this over here, can feel monotonous, but when you're skiing, you're not just doing one run, you're doing a lot of runs. Hopefully, at least after the powder prep program, you will. Stay hydrated. Get ready for those skier squats.
Skier squats.
Oh yeah. Final round of these.
Weighted skier squats.
Do your best. If you're not using weight, make sure you're staying low. Remember, keep those knees out. Getting a deep stretch in that adductor in the straight leg. I'm also working on keeping my back flat. Haven't showed you this yet, but from the lateral view, notice my upper body is stacked over my hips, meaning I'm not leaning forward like this, right? We gotta have good core engagement. A few more. Woo! Nice work. You already know what's next. Your favorite, or perhaps your least favorite. Bozu ice skaters. We're gonna do our best here, team. Whew. Left leg first this time.
Bozu ice skaters.
Focus in, balance. A lot of stability required. Last one. I'm gonna regret that. Took away 20% of my rest there. Okay, other leg. Man, need some airflow in here or something. Do your best. Doesn't need to be perfect. Just doing our best. So much of training. Always trying. Endless progression. Couple more, come on. Nice work. As promised, let's get super spicy on these last set of Bulgarians. We're gonna use the Bozu if you have it. If not, keep doing what you've been doing. If the regular Bulgarians are tough, especially in the way of balance, stay there, team. But here we go. We'll go left leg first on the Bozu, right leg on the box, getting low. You're gonna find, obviously, more instability, more range of motion too. A lot of glute activation going on here. If you're really struggling with this, you could do these next to a wall or hold your ski poles. A few more. Woo! Nice work. Last set of the Bulgarian split squats. Right leg on the Bozu this time, left leg on the box, getting low. Woohoo! Feeling the burn in the glute. That's what it's all about. Hang in there. Core. My less stable side for sure. Last one. Nice work. Unfortunately, well, actually I shouldn't say that. We might use the Bozu again. We'll keep it accessible. We're definitely gonna use the box again for some step ups. Well-deserved rest. 30 seconds left, get some water. I can already see what's coming up here. Side to side squat jumps. Not my favorite, which is why we're doing them.
Side to side squat jumps.
So here we go. Squat jump, kind of like the stability squat jump we did our very first exercise. I know it seems like eons ago, but we're jumping side to side just like this guy here. Load and pop. Legs should feel heavy by now. And when I land, I'm trying to stay balanced on both feet, meaning I'm not left, right, right, left. Really trying to stay stable and symmetrical. Doesn't take a genius to figure out how this might relate to skiing. Woo! There's that burn. A few more. Chest up. Nice work. We got step ups next. I'm gonna encourage you to use weight. We're doing this in a marching variation, meaning we're alternating legs every rep. Don't worry about the weight. Focus on your technique. Knee in line with the second and third toe. Up, pump, down, switch legs. Amazing way to strengthen really the entire leg. Glutes, hamstrings, adductors, quads, calves, balance, core, shoulders, back. Don't get sloppy though. I'm saying that to myself, by the way. Sweat fest. That's what you get for working out in an un-air conditioned room in August in Oregon, Southern Oregon. It's hot down here, folks. Whew. Set those down. I'm gonna hang on to one, but again, you may or may not want to use weight for this one. We're doing a deep split squat. This is a variation, kind of what we were doing with the Bulgarian, but my feet are wide, wider than usual, and I'm sinking deep into the lunge. Trying to keep this whole foot grounded. Knee should come over the toe. If you need to elevate your heel off the ground using a block or a weight, I'm all for it. If you have really tight calves, we have mobility routines for that on our channel. Sinking in. A lot of quad activation for this one, specifically that VMO muscle. Stronger VMO, less likely you're gonna tear your ACL, which nobody wants to do. Getting super low in these squats, really challenging mobility and muscular endurance. Last one. Short rest. Woo boy.
Deep split.
It's hot in here. But I'll stop saying that because maybe you're working out in a very comfortable air-conditioned room. I'm jealous. Chest up, driving that knee forward and down. Up on that back toe. Get through this set. We got one more round and we're done for today. And then you'll be back next week for another one. Should get a good stretch in that hip flexor of the back leg. Few more, come on.
10 seconds left. Hang in there.
Get really low on this last one here. Hold it, and then drive out of it.
3,
Excellent work. Whoo, man. Love that exercise. If you struggle with that, I know I'm off frame, but you're gonna wanna get something like this to put under the heel of the front leg, and that's really gonna help with that range of motion so you could still get that BMO activation. In the meantime, continue working on your calf mobility. All right, been dreading these all day. The last set of side-to-side squat jumps. We'll get through it together, team. Here we go. Loading and popping. Absorb and load. One motion. Both feet together. Here we go. Oh, 10 seconds, come on. Good form. Ugh. I am not in ski shape, clearly, but we're gonna get there together. That's why we're starting in August. I'm gonna go heavier for the step up. 30 pounds.
Marching step ups.
Well, 60. Chest up. Do your best. Pay attention to your knees. Don't let them buckle in. Externally rotated. Balance. Down slow. Minimize the push off the back leg. Nice work. I'm gonna put one of these away, and I'm gonna keep the other one
Deep, deep, deep
for the split squat. Final exercise. 2 more sets. One each leg. Oh God, here we go.
Deep
I'm gonna go
split
left leg
squat.
first this time. Chest up. Working that range of motion. Remember, forward and down. Balance. 2, 3. Shoulders back. Balance. Legs are feeling it now.
10 seconds left. Hang in there. You're done.
Whoa, nice work.
2, 1.
One more set.
15 seconds.
Deep, deep, deep split
This
squat.
shirt is drenched. Well deserved. Here we go. Last set, baby.
2, 1.
I'm gonna go right leg
Deep
forward,
split
left
squat.
leg back.
Outside.
Chest up, dig deep. This is not an easy exercise. Equal parts strength and mobility. So important to be balanced as a skier. Hang in there. Stay quality focused.
10 seconds left till the end. You can do this. You're done in 3, 2,
Woo!
1.
Nice work, team. Set your waist down.
See you tomorrow.
Heck yeah. Great job hanging in there, checking the box on that first ski specific workout of the season. Kudos to you for getting it done. Your legs should be feeling it. Hopefully the quads, the hamstrings, the glutes. Hopefully you're sweating. Maybe not as much as I am unless you're working out in a hot room, but don't forget to check out our powder prep program at outdoorventuretraining.com. Reserve your spot today by pre-registering. Just drop your email and we'd be psyched to work with you and get you in tip-top shape so you can tear it up all winter long. We'll see you next time here at Outdoor Adventure Training.